The government has unveiled its multi-million dollar screen sector recovery package to protect jobs and investment into New Zealand productions in the wake of COVID-19. The screen industry contributes around $3.3 billion to GDP and employs 16,200 people. Now, with us in the studio at Parliament is our political reporter Charlie Drever with the details. Charlie, a lot of money being handed out by the government today. It's hard to keep up. So what is in this package?
Well, one of the biggest highlights of this package is $73 million that's going to a screen production fund, $50 million of which will go towards 5 feature films or limited series screen productions. We've already heard from the government in this year's budget that $140 million will go towards international productions. $25 million of that is going to be reallocated to support New Zealand feature films. New funding for diverse audiences has also been announced. $25 million will go to New Zealand On Air over 4 years to ensure audiences that aren't otherwise well served by broadcast media can get the information that they need.
So how is the government expecting this package will cushion the blow of COVID-19?
Well, the Associate Minister for Arts, Culture and Heritage, Carmel Sepuloni, says that Screen Production Fund will ensure that the more than 230 productions and thousands of New Zealanders that it employs can still go ahead despite, the additional costs that have been incurred due to COVID-19. $23 million of that fund that I mentioned before will be distributed through New Zealand On Air and the New Zealand Film Commission to go towards funding for those additional costs that were incurred due to COVID-19. It also protects about $250 million of public funding that has already been invested into those productions. Many media, as we know, have seen a massive increase of audiences during the COVID-19 response, but unfortunately that has also led to a dramatic drop in revenue. So that extra $25 million for that diverse audiences, that fund there, will ensure that those groups will still get that information that they need, which has been highlighted throughout the COVID-19 epidemic. But it's not all bad news. The Minister for Economic Development, Phil Twyford, has said that this our quick response to COVID-19 has actually given us a competitive edge. It means that film productions here are much safer than overseas and can happen sooner. So hopefully this means with this extra investment, it will bring in some much needed overseas investment as well. For example, like we're seeing with the Avatar films and the Lord of the Rings TV series as well.
Thanks, Charlie. That's our political reporter Charlie Drever joining us live from our studio in Parliament.